Hey folks, today we're going to talk about our women's formula, Cramp Away. It's primarily recommended for menstrual cramps, and you won't find anything like it on the market. And we have a whole list of products that have shown in clinical trials and studies to be efficient, effective, and really do help improve the issues that cause menstrual cramps. The first one is vitamin D, vitamin D3. Low vitamin D can affect calcium levels. Low calcium levels, obviously, that's going to cause an electrolyte imbalance, and that's going to increase the risk of cramping. And that, interestingly enough, if you know my coaching business, Troponin Nutrition, where troponin came from is actually calcium rushes into a muscle cell and binds to troponin, which moves troponin off of tropomyosin and allows the myosin and actin cross bridge heads to interact and cause a muscular contraction. So that's actually the physiology of how it works with calcium. You don't care about any of that. If you're having menstrual cramps, you only care about that contraction. Well, this helps keep that calcium level in line so that doesn't happen. The next one is vitamin E. Vitamin E has been shown in a lot of interesting studies to really improve cramping from all types of issues. Cramping from dehydration, cramping from localized electrolyte imbalances from intense exercise. In one clinical study, it showed over a 68% reduction in cramps in a 12-week study on women studying vitamin E and menstrual cramps. Next, we have a few B vitamins. Vitamin B1 reduces the severity of muscle cramps. B2 has been shown to reduce muscle pain and soreness. Vitamin B3 or niacin improves blood flow to the microvasculature. So the small blood vessels surrounding all the other areas of the body will get a little extra blood flow to supply those other nutrients and improve nutrient flow in and out of the area. And the next is magnesium. Magnesium is a common electrolyte. And magnesium I recommend in general as a quick, easy, effective additional electrolyte to add in issues where people are having cramping, whether it's from this or dehydration or anything. The next is evening primrose oil, which is a healthy fatty acid that's actually high in gamma-linolenic acid, and where gamma-linolenic acid is actually a metabolic uncoupler, where it uncouples a proton from the mitochondria, which drives protein into the cell and decreases the pH and increases the acidity, which causes the cell to release its energy as heat. That's kind of beside the point for that, but you can actually market EPO as a fat burner. So if you want a nice little additional benefit of Cramp Away, you got that going on. The next is Ashwagandha, which has been shown in a lot of studies, and you see it a lot online right now, to help regulate menstrual cycles. So aside from the cramping, you want the menstrual cycles to be regular as possible to help minimize, too long in between cycles where you might get more cramping, or too short where you might get cramping from a different reason. And the next one is ginger. Ginger, again, has been shown in many clinical trials to actually improve menstrual cramps, and it's across the board. Every time they run it in a trial, women claim a decreased rate of menstrual cramps when supplementing with ginger versus the control group. The next is 5-HTP. 5-HTP is the precursor for L-tryptophan, where L-tryptophan is the precursor for serotonin. Serotonin is kind of the feel-good hormone in the body. And so depleted in that hormone, you can kind of be, if you get depleted in serotonin, you can kind of get feelings of depression or lack of bonding with your partner or anything like that. A lot of the common antidepressants are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, which means at the synaptic cleft, the body releases serotonin and then pulls some of that serotonin back in if it doesn't go to the next nerve cleft, the next synapse. Those products increase the length of time they stay in there. This doesn't increase the length of time they're staying there because we're not trying to treat depression. What we're trying to do is make sure that the body can naturally regulate its hormones and mental state properly. And the 5-HTP is the precursor for the serotonergic pathway that helps allow the body to have enough serotonin when and where it needs it. The next is Fatima, which is something I didn't really know about until we started researching this product, but it actually loosens tight muscle. It's kind of a muscle relaxant. Not a muscle relaxant in the way like a cyclobenzaprine or something will be that causes a sedative effect that makes you tired. This caused kind of a localized decrease in contractility of some of the muscles in the stomach area, the smooth muscles, that will help minimize cramping. And the next is chasteberry tree extract. which actually stimulates progesterone. Progesterone is one of the estrogen hormones, one of the female hormones, and that will help regulate period timing, regulate menstrual cycles, regulate menstrual flow, and just in general keep everything as steady and stable as possible to help minimize the cramping that comes with menstrual cycles, which I know nothing about, obviously, and so I don't want to be here. All I know is the science behind the products. We've tried this out on our wives, on our wives' friends. We've had a lot of benefit with it, and I think if you give it a try, you'll really notice the benefit.